Hey brew jibbers. All right, so here to do I'm going to beer review a Dean's List sample, or a Dean sample. And what I'm going to be sampling today is an IPA from Mash Paddle. Now, I don't know anything about this IPA other than it's an IPA. I don't think he gave me any other descriptors. If he did, Mash, I apologize. So before I do, though, I'm going to actually try to take some notes on my good old AHA tasting journal. This is kind of cool. I haven't used this thing before. I don't know if you guys remember, if you've received one of these, but it's pretty cool. They give you a little formatted book here so you can fill out your reviews. I should have been doing, I think I'd like to have one of these for commercial beers and one of these for homebrew, so I'm going to make this one my homebrew journal. Anyway, all right, well, let's go ahead and crack into this. I'm going to use my good old Escutcheon Brewery glass that I picked up while I was down there. Wow, good hiss, strong smoke. Got a head in there already in the bottle. Look at that. Got a little bit of carb to this one, because I poured it like a moron. And it looks hazy. This is like I wonder if this is an East Coast style IPA. I don't think I mixed this. I don't think I shook this. Oh, there's some stuff in here. This must be bottle conditioned. This must be bottle conditioned, huh? Mash. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let this thing die down for a while. So anyway, he also sent me a pale ale. He sent me a bunch of beers. He sent me a pale ale. He sent me this. He sent me a Russian Imperial Stout. He sent me another one of his dry stouts, I think. Got a big old bottle of another Russian Imperial Stout. I think I already showed that one. Anyway, it was a good haul. This thing's starting to die down a little bit. Okay, well, let's talk about the head. Okay, so I have a 3-finger head. How about that? It's very creamy head with good persistence. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Just from the appearance, it's extremely hazy. Like I said, it looks like a East Coast IPA. There is some surprising amount of stuff in the bottom of this that I will only guess or hazard a guess that this is a bottle condition. If I'm wrong, Mash, let me know. But there's a lot of, I don't know if you can see it. There's a lot of, no, you can't see it. There's a lot of stuff in the bottom. So anyway, all right, this thing has kind of went down, so I'm going to see if I can get a nose here. Getting man, I don't know what hop would that be. If I had to take a guess, I'd say Mosaic. Not for the bittering hop, but just for the flavor and aroma hop. Mosaic, maybe Simcoe. I don't know. I can't really discern hops other than the ones that are like super crazy that you can pick up right away. I don't think it's anything like Citra or anything like that, but I think it's like Mosaic or Simcoe-ish kind of hop. Okay, let's go ahead and take a sip. Cheers, Mash. It's got some really nice bittering on this. It's a really good balance between the malt and the hops. The hop flavor doesn't come through as much as it does kind of on the nose. The bitterness, it's almost yeah, I guess I'll call it an IPA. I was gonna say I'd almost call this a pale ale, but it does have a bit of a bitterness bite, kind of, that kind of goes around on the kind of outsides of your tongue, and gets you on the end. Well, it's funny because he was worried about there not being enough carbonation in the pale ale. Oh, there's certainly enough carbonation in this one. Doing bottle or kegging or bottling from the keg. I do that. I bottle from the keg. I've never bottle conditioned, and I've never been able to get a beer this carbonated. Although in my SJ Pour video, there was some guys saying that my pale ale was super carbonated. I think Josh Hoover commented on that. But what I'm wondering is, was there any yeast in suspension that came out when it set for so long and re-fermented or something and caused that carbonation? Because it wasn't that carb when it went in there. But this one's got a pretty good carbonic bite. I actually love carbonic bite, so this is kind of, it's maybe a bit too carbonated, but this is certainly right up my alley. I love beers with a lot of carbonation. This is almost like a, back in the old days when you get the really, not the kind of soda you get off the fountain, but the kind of soda you would get out of the 2-liter bottles of that super carb. That's what this thing has got going on. The color is kind of a light copper, just barely kind of a tint of copper. Like I said, it's kind of hazy. The head's not going anywhere. Look at that thing. I still got over a finger head, and it's down here at the bottom. The lacing's pretty strong on this. I don't see any legs on it, so I'm not guessing there's a whole lot of alcohol in this one. Probably in the 5s, I would imagine. I don't know. It gets tastier and tastier as you drink it down to the bottom. So anyway, this is a very tasty IPA. Thank you, Mash, for sending this. I've got some other things to dig from. I'm really looking to dig into his Russian Imperial Stout. I really wanted to do it today because it's kind of a BS cold day and probably a good day to drink an Imperial Stout. But I want to drink another beer, so figured I'd hold off on that one. So anyway, hey, cheers. Thank you for the beer. Good job. If you haven't had any beer from Mash Paddle, I think he's starting to fire things up again. He's got his electric brewery system getting put back together. This panel that he's building, he showed it to me while I was down there. Pretty awesome brew setup he's got. I imagine when he gets that thing going, he's going to be cranking them out. So, and he's a busy guy. He's very active in his brew club, and so anyway, I think he's, and he had a little one, so he kind of slowed down a little bit, but I think he's getting ready to start cranking them out. So cheers, guys.